Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm going to do weekly vlogs of my 75 hard journey. The diet I've chose is beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, so it's a stricter carnivore diet. I'm starting with the 75 hard book. For my outdoor workouts, I'm going to be running and walking. And indoor is mostly strength training with weights and walking on my treadmill. If you've been on my channel before, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I'm so glad that you're here. I am a stay-at-home mom and I homeschool my kids. I wanted to document this round so maybe I could inspire other people who thought maybe this was too much of a challenge for them, that they could do it. Here's to week 1.
Today is day 1. We're about to get started on working out. I'm excited you're here to follow along.
Matt, I just need to get super close to my chest. One thing that I'm doing is I want you to do is pull those elbows back, but I want you to extend all the way down. Show me what they're going to kick in. Again, this first time through high reps, muscular endurance, circling through. So here we go. Sit at the end of the bench. Core is nice and muscle before you even start to use it with the weight. Come on, push through. Push through.
Let's go! So it's day 1 today and it's going pretty good so far. I'm on my last tumbler of water. For my workouts today, I did upper body circuit 1 from Dig Deeper on body. And I did a walk because today is my rest day, so I'm gonna run tomorrow. I'm doing a training plan from Runna for a 25K I'm running soon. All that's left I gotta do today is do a little more meal prep, and that'll be a wrap on day 1. So I'm not feeling too well today and my voice is almost gone, but we are gonna go run a 5K. I'm supposed to run 5.5 miles today, but I'm just not feeling up for it. So we're just gonna scale back just a little. It's also super rainy and muddy outside, so hopefully it goes okay.
Work through that oblique. That's the outer side of the abs. Push. And up, squeezing through the glute. Use everything. Whenever you're in that parallel squat, you know how people do squats with the bench, with the bar in their back at the gym? We're doing this now with just a little bit more control. 3. Oh. Come on. Let's do it.
So if anyone else has watched The Walking Dead, the scenes that they film when it's foggy, and those are some of my favorite scenes. But anyways, that's what it feels like out here right now. Something's gonna jump out and get me. It is now Wednesday afternoon and
I homeschool my children, and then on Wednesdays we have gymnastics class. So that's pretty much the only time during the week that we will drive into town. I'm waiting for them to get out of class. Earlier today I ran 4 miles for my outdoor workout, and I still need to do my indoor one later. I am behind on my water, so I'm gonna catch up a little. Wednesdays are also the day that I run errands because we live way far out in the country, and when I come into town I pile all my errands together so I don't have to go back. I went to the grocery store. There was a ton of good sales on meat, so I should be able to meal prep plenty of food for myself. I'm still a little under the weather. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so if I actually get sick with something, it just seems to take such a long time to get over it. So I'm just in the trenches. It'll pass. I'm still getting my tasks done. I'm really excited to be back on 75 hard. It forces you to be really good with your time. I always feel like I get more done when I'm on 75 hard than when I'm not. Still on the 75 hard book. I really enjoy it. I've read it before, but I like to start my round with reading it again just to tune up.
Feet are parallel, holding on to the side. That's enough. 45 seconds. 3. What was the hardest part of push-up? Well, all you gotta do, put those feet on the ground, find stability, and we are moving. We are going. Come on. This is a point. There's a point where sometimes I'm in the you want to give up. And like I said, think about you want to love the result. You want.
Good morning. Today is day 4. I have a 4.5 mile run scheduled. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm still a little under the weather, but I'm going to try to do all 4.5. And later I have a dig deeper workout, and I think it's upper body circuit too. I cannot get over how beautiful it is this morning. My blood sugar is 94 and trending down, so I'm gonna walk for a second. I've also been really distracted by this sunrise. So the pace on this run is gonna be all over the place. I'm struggling on this run for whatever reason. Blood sugar is just unstable, and I'm really tired. But I'm determined to finish the mileage that I need. I'm gonna turn on a podcast and just buckle down and knock out the last few miles without thinking about it. I'm currently doing Bible in a Year, starting in the New Testament this week. I'm gonna turn that on. I recommend it. It's good.
So I've decided I'm going to include more in this vlog than just the 75 hard tasks, because I think it's important for people to realize how they can incorporate it into their daily lives and not just have the perfectly curated 75 hard tasks. That run did not go very well. I was able to finish the 4.5 miles that I had planned, but my blood sugar was all over the place. I kept going low and I kept coughing a bunch. I did finish my podcast that I mentioned, and it's called Bible Reading Coach by Carl Vaders. And I'll link it somewhere on here, and if I can't figure that out, I'll put it in the description. But he has a podcast each week that discusses the Bible study for that week. And then he's also got pages that is an outline of the whole year, separated in weeks and then into days of all the Bible readings. I really like it. I suggest if you've had trouble reading through the Bible, that's a wonderful tool. I'm about to go start school with my kids and rest, and hopefully I'm feeling a little better.
Calculator, please.
Can you see it?
Just eat it all. Hey, what is that for?
TCP. Take a look.
I know one thing, I'm already digging deep. Now, when your arms are down towards your hip, I don't want you shrugging those shoulders right now. Come on.
Good morning. It is Friday. Today is day 5. If you've never done 75 hard before, the first week you're going to be very tired, especially if you're not used to doing 2 workouts a day. But don't feel too discouraged because it will pass and then you're going to feel amazing. I'm just going to have a lot of sunrises in my videos. This is Claire. She's helping me film some TikToks today. We did get a lot of eggs though.
I guess in my bathroom is where I'm gonna be doing any of my talking because the children are very loud in there. I finished reading my 10 pages. I'm still working on my water. I'm about to sit down and watch the Texas Longhorns play football. Next week is race week. I'm extremely nervous. I feel like I haven't done my training block well enough for this race or trained enough hills because it's quite flat where I live and I know in the canyon it will be hilly. For my diet, I chose carnivore, but more specifically beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I usually eat carnivore on a regular basis anyways, and I really wanted to challenge myself and do a little experiment with my blood sugar on just sticking to the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. So far it's going really well. I'm getting the blood sugar results that I was looking for. The chicken wings has been my first challenge, and coffee. The next time I make coffee, I will show you how. You had to get a little creative without having dairy.
How are the wings?
Good. No,
Well, it is Sunday morning and today is day 7. I can't believe the first week is almost over. Normally I would be going to church on Sunday mornings, but I am still not feeling well and my husband had to run up to work. So I decided to stay home, knock out some of my tasks, and sit down and watch football this afternoon. Hopefully rest a little bit before starting week 2. I am thinking back on my first week. My workouts went well. I only changed one of my strength sessions because my knee was bothering me. I did all of my planned runs. In the first week, you're kind of ironing out how your schedule is going to work with both workouts. You start getting in your groove by week 2. It's a little windy out here, so I apologize if you can hear that. My hopes for week 2 are to be able to breathe better, get some solid strength training in, and I only have 2 scheduled runs this week because it is race week. I have a 25K coming up on Saturday in Paladero Canyon. That will be the furthest distance that I have ever run, and I'm really nervous for it actually. I don't think I've done enough training, but maybe I'll surprise myself. So my outdoor workouts will consist of walking. I might get my rucksack out, but we're gonna try to keep the legs fresh for my race.
I'm making a cup of coffee, and I said before that I am not using creamer in this 75 hard. So no milk, half and half, and no sweeteners. The problem is I love coffee and I hate black coffee. So I had to get creative, and here it is what I came up with. If you take 1 egg yolk, if you get all the egg whites off, 1/3 of a stick of butter, and real butter. Okay, I dumped in my coffee. It's 1.5 cups of black coffee in my blender, Jet personal blender. A little bit of salt. I use the Baja Gold salt. Once it's blended, you end up with a consistency of a latte, maybe a cappuccino. It gives you a really nice texture, and the butter acts as a creamer. Also, if you're not being as strict, if you add a little bit of pure vanilla, some pumpkin pie spice, and a Splenda or a stevia packet, it makes a pretty good pumpkin spice latte. I wish I could make that right now, but we are not having those things during this round. I still have one workout to do. I'm going to walk my treadmill and plan out my workouts for next week. I still will be using Dig Deeper for strength workouts. I have 2 runs with Runna and then my race on Saturday. So be sure to watch out for week 2.